lost his battle to pancreatic cancer. Reporter Sara Wilson joins us live in the studio to tell us the impact that this Troy native had on his hometown. Good evening, Sara. I know today you caught up with several folks who remember the late congressman as a neighbor as well as a friend.
Yes, Mike, I did. The man known as the Conscience of Congress, whose legacy and impact will forever be in our hearts. John Robert Lewis, who was a civil rights icon and congressman, died Friday night after his 6-month fight with pancreatic cancer. The people of Troy who reside on the street named after him share how special his impact was.
His legacy is not just for one race, it's for everyone. It's for everyone to realize that we all have to work together and love each other. Right now, if he could see us right now, he would say, wake up.
The legacy of John Robert Lewis is very prominent in the city of Troy. Lewis was named one of the Big Six leaders of a group that organized the 1963 March on Washington, D.C. He is one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement. Those who reside on the street named after him say how it is an honor to stay there, as Lewis was such an influence on all of them. A Troy native shares how grateful he is that his legacy is being honored.
I was living in Atlanta for a while, and you see his face plastered over everything, but now it's time for us to give homage to, a person like John Lewis, to where his work won't be in vain.
Residents share how proud they believe he would be of the courage many are showing in the face of many racial injustices going on in the country right now. Rosa Tynier, the youngest out of the 10 siblings Lewis had, shared how she remembered him and his legacy before he passed. He may have been an icon and civil leader who fought for the equal rights of African Americans, but to Tyner, he was just her brother.
John was a big brother that he was gone a lot, but when he came home, he was just John, just a brother.
How sweet. Many residents share how his legacy continues to be in all of our hearts, and impact extends far beyond what we can see. In loving memory of the person who stood as the voice of change, you will be remembered and dearly missed, John Robert Lewis. Back to you, Mike.
Well, Sara, thanks so much for that report. It was quite moving, to say the least.